time travel, Joyous Journeys, Heroic Plus coming back in Ulduar loot coming out in 5-man dungeons. Today we got hit with a ton of news, actually coming more so from Wowhead with their data mining department, and we're gonna break it all down for you right now. Now, first of all, I already made a video earlier today about the new Heroic Plus, which is now called Beta Heroic Plus, which will have 10-man loot drop in 5-man dungeons. One thing I forgot to mention with that is that the actual 5-man dungeon TOC that should be coming out next phase as well should have its very own Heroic Plus versions also. And because that dungeon itself usually has higher item level loot than anything else, we're probably gonna see something like hard mode items dropping from there, as well as hard mode items potentially dropping from the last bosses in some of these Heroic Pluses. Moving directly forward from that though, time travel. It looks like time travel is coming to World of Warcraft, specifically in the form of being able to do old dungeons that we currently can't do anymore. This really means that we will be able to do Onyxia, the original version, level 60 Onyxia in Wrath Classic, when they release the brand new Onyxia next phase, which usually would mean you no longer can go into that old dungeon. One thing in particular with this that could be unique is that we could potentially even go into OG Naxxramas and get our tier 3 sets, which you cannot do anymore. So it could be kind of cool if we're allowed to experience older versions of the game within Wrath itself. We can also probably surmise we're gonna see these new dungeons being alive on the PTR pretty soon. I would say within the next like week or 2 weeks, probably there's gonna be a weekend where we're gonna be able to test out these new dungeons on the PTR, probably since they have been data mined now. And this is what happened last time if we're looking at the different track records. So be aware that we might be able to hear that happening soon. And we also should be getting more information on next phase Trial of the Crusader very soon as well. Now, the time traveling data mines have found an item that has never been added to the game called Indalamar's Holy Hand Grenade. Its use says it will bless all targets with a holy infusion of power or curse them with the bane of all raiders. And speculations of this item are seeing it actually be tied to the time travel events, which makes sense. And the data mines have led to speculations of Morazon, which is the actual counterpart to Nosdormu, the aspect of time. He's the lead of the infinite dragonflight. So we might see something come into play that we haven't seen before. We don't know at all yet, but this is all just speculation, which is what's gonna happen with the new time traveling events coming into Wrath of the Lich King. Oh, and lastly, it looks like we're getting Joyous Journeys to return. Remember that 50% XP boost that will help you level up all the way to max level if you're working on any alts you need to catch up for Trial of Crusader or ICC phase, and potentially into the future of Cata Classic if that happens. One thing that I wish they would add still is going to always be random dungeon finder. It would make it so much more fun to level up your characters from level 1 if you could be running dungeons the whole way and meeting new people, but it doesn't look like there's any additions towards that so far. So we might have to actually just boost your character and level up as quickly as you can, or spend a lot of time hanging out playing hardcore or something else. We'll just have to see what comes with next phase. But either way, this is a lot of news. It's really exciting for the next phases and the future of Wrath of the Lich King. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next one.